Pokemon Sword and Shield has been out for a week now, and I have played way too much than I should have. But today I am doing a video where I rank all of the new Pokemon added into Pokemon Sword and Shield, including the Gigantamax forms. So all I'll be doing is giving a brief description of why I like or don't like a certain Pokemon, and then give them a rating out of 10. So yeah, hope you all enjoy. Grookey. I think it's a great idea for a starting Pokemon, probably my least favorite out of the three, but its design is really good. I'd give it a 6 out of 10. Thwackey, 100% the weirdest name, but overall a simple evolution for Grookey. It looks like what it should look like. 5 out of 10. Lamonk. Wait, no, sorry, Rillaboom. I'm not gonna lie, I really like this Pokemon. It's exactly what I wanted and hoped for in Grookey's final evolution. I'd give that a solid 7.5 out of 10. Scorbunny, just a really awesome, energetic fire rabbit. 7 out of 10. Raboot, basically an emo Scorbunny, who I think has sort of like a jumper built into its fur, if it's fur, which is cool, I guess. I think that's actually really cool. Again, 7 out of 10. Cinderace. I love how it can kick up a rock off the floor and turn it into a flaming soccer ball. That's just awesome. I'd give that a 7.5 out of 10. Sobble, without a doubt, my favorite starter in Pokemon Sword and Shield. Possibly my favorite starter ever? Well, definitely water type, I'd say. It's a emotional lizard, chameleon thingy. Like, it's just perfect. 10 out of 10. Drizzle, overall, nowhere near as good as Sobble. 5.5 out of 10. Inteleon. Definitely not the final evolution I was looking for in Sobble. But that's what I thought at first. After about a day of me complaining about him, I just came to really like him. I'm not sure why. The fact that it uses its fingers as a dangerous water gun is just such a great idea. 8 out of 10. Blipbug. I'm happy that they've gone with like a more unique look to a bug. 6.5 out of 10. Dottler. Very unusual Pokemon. I like that its back glows on polka dot thingies. Nothing too special. 4.5 out of 10. Orbeetle. There's just something about the idea of a robotic ladybug that I just think's really cool. 7 out of 10. Gigantamax Orbeetle. It's Orbeetle, but now he's a UFO. 8.5 out of 10. Gigantamax Butterfree. It's Butterfree, but with big wings. 8 out of 10. Rookidee. For our simple bird Pokemon of the region, I think it's quite a cool one. 5 out of 10. Corvisquire. This one kinda looks plain, like nothing too special. 3.5 out of 10. Corviknight. Now Corviknight looks really cool, I think. Definitely reminds me of Tokiyami from My Hero Academia, and is a pretty cool final evolution for the bird of the region. 6 out of 10. Gigantamax Corviknight. I can barely see the difference, to be honest. Its wings are a bit bigger, I guess. I generally can barely see a difference. I'd give it the same rating. Squovit. It's a chipmunk. Yeah, that's basically it. 4 out of 10. Greedent. I'm not sure why, I just really don't like this Pokemon. 2.5 out of 10. Nickit. I really think Nickit is a great Pokemon, especially considering it's one of the starting ones. 7 out of 10. Thievul. Not as cool as Nickit, although it gains a mustache, I guess. 4 out of 10. Galarian Zigzagoon. Now, I am not a big fan of Zigzagoon, but this Galarian rockstar punk sort of looking thing to it was really awesome to see. 6 out of 10. Linoone. Nope, do not like Linoone at all, and unfortunately the Galarian look to it is kind of the same. I'm just not a fan of Linoone. 3 out of 10. Obstagoon. Now this is really cool. Not what you'd expect the little Zigzagoon to turn into, but it's just really cool. 7.5 out of 10. Wooloo. Again, one of the basic starting Pokemon. I love the fact that it rolls instead of actually using its feet. 6 out of 10. Dwablu. Love the fact that it literally looks like a giant fluffy soccer ball. 4.5 out of 10. Chewtle. The face is, yeah, it's no, I don't like it. 3.5 out of 10. Dreadnought. Now I'm not sure how Chewtle evolves into this, but this looks much better. 5 out of 10. Gigantamax Dreadnought. It is Dreadnought, but big. 8 out of 10. Yamper. Look at this good corgi doggo. What is not to love about this Pokemon? Out of every dog Pokemon, this is 100% the best one. I absolutely love Yamper. 10 out of 10. Bolthound. Why? Why would you want this over Yamper? I don't like this. I'm sorry for any of you Bolthound fans. 2 out of 10. Gigantamax Kingler. Excuse me. What? This thing is terrifying, but it's really cool. That deserves a solid 8.5 out of 10. Gossifleur. The design and colors look really good. Quite an interesting type of flower Pokemon. 6 out of 10. Eldegoss. I love how the flower turned into those things. I don't know what they're called. Is it what a dandelion looks like when it's dead? I don't know, I'm not a
plantologist.
6 out of 10. Sizzlepede. The idea of like a fire centipede little thing is such a awesome idea. Also gotta love the little mustache on his face. 7 out of 10. Centiskorch. Yes, I love Centiskorch. His mustache thingy is now made of actual flames. 10 out of 10. Gigantamax Centiskorch. It's Centiskorch, but long. Also 10 out of 10. Gigantamax Machamp. It's Machamp, but more buff and kind of has fire fists. 8 out of 10. Gigantamax Gengar. I absolutely love this. It's Gengar, but it looks like a big bouncy castle. It's got a big mouth. It's terrifying. I love it. It's so good. 10 out of 10. Gigantamax Garbodour. It's now a trash pile with big kid toys in it, including the Pokédoll, and a boat, and a plane, and a car, and a house. 8.5 out of 10. Rolly-Collie. Wow, look, it's Roggenroller's cousin. I think I'll give him a 4. Carcoal. It's a minecart that carries coal, except it's made of coal? 5 out of 10. Colossal. Great name, love the play on of words. From my understanding of it, he's kind of like a furnace now to melt the coal, or use the coal to melt things. Smelting Minecraft. And he's just a big chunky boy. 5 out of 10. Gigantamax Colossal. Now he is definitely a furnace. You can basically tell it's a furnace by its body. Pretty awesome. 8 out of 10. Barracuda. It's a fish with a twirly mustache. 6 out of 10. Barrascuda. Love that he keeps the mustache. And now his back fins twirl as like a propeller. 6 out of 10. Galarian Meowth. I love the fact that he's like a gremlin now. Love the big smile on his face. 8 out of 10. Gigantamax Meowth. He is a long boy, and he's also the Pokemon version of this meme. Laugh at it, it's funny. 9 out of 10. Perrserker. Now I'm very glad they didn't do another Persian after the Alolan one, but yeah, not really a fan. You'd never know this is an evolution of Meowth if that coin thing wasn't there. 3.5 out of 10. Millisary. It's floating cream. Like, that's just great. 6.5 out of 10. Alcremie. Oh, I love this Pokemon so much. And the fact that I can have different colors and different toppings on the cream, it's so cool. 8 out of 10. Gigantamax Alcremie. They turned the cream into cream on top of a giant cake. That is genius. 10 out of 10. Gigantamax Pikachu. That's all that needs to be said. Oh, and yeah, it's Fat Pikachu. 10 out of 10. Gigantamax Eevee. It's Eevee, but with bigger ears, bigger tail, and large fur. 7 out of 10. Applin. It's an apple, except now it's a Pokemon. And that's all you need to know. 7 out of 10. Flapple. Okay, turns out there was a bug in the apple, and now it's a flying dragon. It's a Bakugan, actually. 6 out of 10. Gigantamax Flapple. Not sure how I feel about this one. All the Gigantamaxes are usually awesome, but this one, I'm not sure. 6 out of 10. Appleton. Now, not sure what happened here, but he looks kind of depressed. I mean, it's an apple pie, I think. The idea is cool. 4.5 out of 10. Galarian Farfetch'd. It's Farfetch'd, but angry. 7 out of 10. Sirfetch'd. They gave Farfetch'd a sword and a shield for Pokemon Sword and Shield. 8 out of 10. Galarian Stunfisk. I like the idea how it can use its mouth as a trap or like a camouflaging method, but not a fan of Stunfisk overall. 5.5 out of 10. Galarian Corsola. This is literally Pokemon telling us about global warming. Look, the coral is dying. 6 out of 10. Corsola. Okay. Everyone, Pokemon is literally telling us to stop global warming. It is literally dead now. It's gonna curse us. But for real, I really like the idea. 7.5 out of 10. Impidimp. When I first saw this in the E3 demo, I hated it. His skinny legs and arms and the face just looks dumb. 3 out of 10. Morgrem. Okay, he's edgy. Much better than he looked before. Still not the best. 4.5 out of 10. Grimmsnarl. Okay, what happened? Now he just goes and looks super awesome. 9 out of 10. Gigantamax Grimmsnarl. It's Grimmsnarl, but tall and absolutely more terrifying than it already was. 9.5 out of 10. Hatenna. I'm not sure what this thing is. It's got a party hat and a mouth. Yes, this is content. 4.5 out of 10. Hatchram. Its hat's got bigger. In fact, the hat seems to be what's lifting it up. Don't know what else to say about this Pokemon, to be honest. 5 out of 10. Hatterene. The Gardevoir of Sword and Shield. Again, it's keeping its hat, but now I think it's inside a... I don't know. Like, is that whole thing the Pokemon, or is it the little thing inside the thing? Yeah. 7 out of 10. Gigantamax Hatterene. It's Hatterene, but bigger and better. 8.5 out of 10. Galarian Weezing. Oh, I so wish this had a monocle. That would have been just perfect. Yeah, I really love how they put this concept towards Weezing. 7.5 out of 10. Gigantamax Snorlax. It's literally Snorlax, but with a Torterra, stomach, I guess? It has a tree, it has a footpath, it has bushes and flowers growing. 10 out of 10. Cufant. Don't know what it is. I just don't like this Pokemon. I'm not even sure why I don't like it. I just don't. 3 out of 10. Copperajah. A little bit better, but still, I don't know. I'm just not a fan of elephant Pokemon, I guess. 3.5 out of 10. Gigantamax Copperajah. It's absolutely terrifying. What the hell happened? Why is its trunk huge? It is T-posing though, which is kind of cool. But no. Just, what is this? 4 out of 10. Camarant. Love the fact that he can pick up the Barracuda Pokemon. And if you're lucky, he can even spit out Pikachu. 6 out of 10. Toxel, a literal baby tantrum Pokemon. 6.5 out of 10. Toxtricity. I love how there's 2 forms of Toxtricity, and depending on the nature of your Toxel, that will determine which one you get. 7 out of 10. Gigantamax Toxtricity. It's both forms of him pretty much in one with the colors, but now he's moving on all 4 legs, and it's got a big tail that looks like it sends out radio waves. It's awesome. I love it. 8.5 out of 10. Silly Cobra, a depressed snake. It's okay, I guess. 4 out of 10. Sandaconda. It's a snake, but instead of wrapping itself around its prey, it wraps itself around itself. 5 out of 10. Gigantamax Sandaconda. Well, now it's standing upright and has a cloud circling it. Is it a cloud or is it part of its body circling around him? I'm not sure. 7 out of 10. Galarian Yamask. I really love the Yamask line, and the fact that he got a Galarian is pretty cool. 5.5 out of 10. Runerigus. So the piece that Yamask holds is, I think, one of the pieces of Runerigus. I just think is awesome. 8.5 out of 10. Galarian Ponyta. Although we had to stare at a screen for 24 hours only to find out this was the only Pokemon that they revealed that was new, you can't say you don't like. 7 out of 10. Galarian Rapidash. I'm not sure why, I just don't like this one over Galarian Ponyta. Ponyta's so much better. 5 out of 10. Sinistee. It's a teacup, and yeah, has a face, and is a ghost. 6 out of 10. Poltergeist. This time, the teapot is now a bigger teapot, and now we can actually see the ghost that inherits it. 8.5 out of 10. Indine. When I first saw this, I thought it was Galarian Ordino, which I would have been really happy with. Turns out it's not, however. But I like Ordino. This looks like Ordino. 6.5 out of 10. Morpeko. Here is the Pikachu of the region, but instead of just being your ordinary electrical rodent, it gets hangry. 7 out of 10. Phalanx. I love these types of Pokemon, where it's like Execute, where it's more than one Pokemon, but it's still considered a single Pokemon. What a cool little idea. 7.5 out of 10. Snom. They turned the W in snow upside down and created a snowy grubbin. 4.5 out of 10. Frostmoth. This reminded me of sort of like a Galarian Butterfree, I guess, or Venomoth, because it's a moth. Cool design. 5 out of 10. Clobbopus. That's kind of hard to say, not gonna lie. The idea of a boxing octopus definitely wasn't what I had in mind when I was thinking about what the new Pokemon can be. It's a great concept, but however, I'm not the biggest fan of this Pokemon. 4.5 out of 10. Graplocked. Now this one's more like a jujitsu wrestling type looking octopus. Again, it's a great concept. However, I'm not a big fan of the design. 4 out of 10. Gigantamax Lapras. It's Lapras, but with a cooler looking back. Kind of looks like a cruise ship almost. 7.5 out of 10. Galarian Mr. Mime. Somehow they made Mr. Mime scarier. 5 out of 10. Mr. Rhyme. Love the name. Love the look. He's now got a walking stick because he's getting old. 7 out of 10. Galarian Darumaka. They turned the fire boy into a ice boy. 5 out of 10. Galarian Darmanitan. It's now got big lips and a bulging head.
Look at the top of his head.
4.5 out of 10. Stonejourner. It's a Stonehenge Pokemon with little arms and massive legs and just a little face. I love it. 10 out of 10. I don't know why I like it so much. Isku. It's a penguin with a really tiny head. However, you can get a block of ice or something on its head. I like this form a lot better. The one without the box head, like 3 out of 10, but the one with the box head, solid 6.5. Duraludon. It's an iron, but a Pokemon with arms and legs and a face. 4.5 out of 10. Gigantamax Drillodon. I love how they turned him into a skyscraper. That's such a great idea. 7.5 out of 10. Dragozolt. Now, all these fossil Pokemons, I love the idea how you can mix and match the heads and bodies. Dragozolt's probably my favorite of the bunch. The colors are great. He looks cool. 9 out of 10. Arctozolt. It's now a bird head on a fish body. I love how he's shivering because he's kind of stuck in ice. 8 out of 10. Dracovish. It's a fish head on a dinosaur Draco body. A little bit unusual looking. 6 out of 10. And then Arctovish. Now, if you didn't notice, the head's basically on backwards or upside down, and I think that's just great. 7 out of 10. Gigantamax Charizard. Look how... it's so cool. Look, it's just... yeah, I don't know how else to explain it, but epic. 10 out of 10. Dreepy, the start of the pseudo-legendary line. Dreepy's pretty plain, he's just kind of a little floaty dragon thingy. 6 out of 10. Then we get into Darkloak, where the little baby thingy is now on this more bigger version of him, which is cool. 7 out of 10. And here we go, Dragapult. This big dragon boy shoots Dreepies, the first evolution, out of its head. It literally is a catapult. It's kind of in the name for Dreepy, and his tail is absolutely massive. His head is kind of flattened, but I love this Pokemon. Best pseudo-legendary in a long time. 10 out of 10. Zacian. Of course I'd choose Shield. Its legendary is a dog. A blue dog with a sword in its mouth as its weapon. Why would you not want that? It looks great. It's a great concept. Everything about him's great. 10 out of 10. Zamazenta. In my opinion, nowhere near as cool as Zacian. However, the way they interpreted the shield on its head was really cool. The colors look great. 7.5 out of 10. Eternatus. Excuse me, what? This was not the Pokemon Gun legendary I was expecting. This doesn't even look like a Pokemon. It's just, yeah, yeah. 8 out of 10. Finally, Gigantamax Eternatus. Not really sure why we, as the player, can't even use this, I don't think, as of now. But they kind of turned Eternatus into a UFO with a grabby claw hand. But I think I like normal Eternatus better, to be honest. 7 out of 10. There we have it! My opinions on all of the new Pokemon in Pokemon Sword and Shield. Anyway, let me know your thoughts, and thank you all so much for watching.